Have you ever wondered if sedans still have a future? In a world flooded with SUVs and crossovers, it's a fair question. Everywhere you look, the roads are filled with high-riding giants. Car manufacturers keep rolling out more of them, and some people have started saying that the era of the sedan is over. But here's the twist. 2026 might just prove that wrong. In fact, sedans are not only alive, they're evolving into something more powerful, more intelligent, and more luxurious than ever before. Stay with me until the end of this video, and you'll discover 10 sedans that aren't just surviving, they're set to dominate. And at the end, I'll reveal one model that most people are sleeping on,
but could be the most exciting release of them all.
Let's get into it. There's something timeless about the sedan. It's not just a car shape, it's a statement. Low to the ground, elegant in form, but packed with potential. Unlike SUVs, sedans communicate intent. They're for people who know where they're going and want to get there fast, in style, and in control. Psychologists who study consumer behavior often say that car preference reveals personality. If that's true, then sedan lovers are about precision, legacy, and emotional intelligence. They don't need the height of an SUV to feel powerful. They find confidence in balance, between design and engineering, between form and function. And now, as technology redefines what a car can do, sedans are stepping into a new role. They're becoming the perfect fusion of luxury and innovation. 2026 is already being called a pivotal year for the auto industry. Multiple brands are launching flagship models, next-gen electric platforms, and AI-integrated driving experiences. For car lovers, this isn't just another model year, it's a turning point. We're entering an era where sedans aren't just practical or stylish, they're emotional. They're built to feel like an extension of you. Let's look at what's changing. First, electrification is no longer a novelty. It's becoming the standard. But not just any electric. Brands are pushing for long-range, high-performance EVs that can match or outperform traditional combustion engines. This isn't about saving gas anymore. It's about torque, silence, and precision. Qualities that speak directly to the senses. Car lovers understand this. We crave the feeling of being connected to the road, and the latest sedans are engineered with this in mind. Second, the interior experience is evolving fast. The 2026 sedan is designed to feel like a lounge, a cockpit, and a digital sanctuary all at once. Touchscreens are getting wider, AI assistants are getting smarter, and every detail is crafted to anticipate your needs. Think gesture controls, biometric entry, and even mood lighting that changes with your heart rate. This is no longer just about getting from point A to B, it's about how you feel while you drive. Why does this matter? Because driving is still one of the few things in modern life where you're fully present. In a sedan, you're not towering above the world, you're flowing through it. That's something no SUV can replicate, and the best brands in the world know it. BMW, Lexus, Mercedes, Maybach, Volvo. These names don't just carry weight, they carry history. And in 2026, each of them is bringing something bold to the table. They're not chasing trends. They're rewriting what the modern luxury sedan should be. That means pushing the boundaries of what's possible, both mechanically and emotionally. For example, BMW is taking its legendary driving DNA and pairing it with electric silence and executive comfort. Lexus is merging hybrid technology with craftsmanship rooted in Japanese precision. Mercedes Maybach is pushing ultra-luxury into the electric age, while Volvo is refining minimalism into a statement of intelligent design. Here's what's interesting. People don't just buy these cars because of specs. They buy them because of how they make them feel. According to a 2023 study by J.D. Power, emotional connection is now one of the top reasons drivers choose a specific car model. That means it's not just about 0 to 60 times anymore, it's about identity. Driving a certain sedan tells the world something about who you are. Your taste, your standards, your understanding of what makes a machine truly great. And in 2026, that emotional connection is going deeper than ever before. So if you're someone who cares about cars, not just how they look, but how they feel, how they drive, and what they represent, this list is for you. The sedans we'll cover in this video aren't just machines, they're experiences. They represent a new generation of engineering, design, and passion. And here's the reward for sticking around until the end. One of the cars on this list isn't getting the headlines it deserves. Most people are sleeping on it, but it could be the one that completely changes the game, so make sure you don't miss that. Now, let's break down what makes a sedan truly dominant in 2026. Not every car earns the right to dominate, especially in 2026, when the bar is higher than ever, and competition is global, relentless, and deeply emotional. To understand which sedans are truly rising to the top, we have to ask a more focused question. What does dominance mean in today's car world? It's not about just being fast or looking sharp. It's about creating something that connects with the driver, turns heads without screaming, and delivers a driving experience that leaves a lasting mark. At its core, a dominant sedan in 2026 must strike a rare balance between tradition and innovation, between elegance and aggression, between mind and emotion. This isn't just about engineering excellence. It's about creating something irresistibly human. Let's break that down. First and most visibly, design. In a world where cars are often shaped by wind tunnels and battery constraints, the sedans that lead stand out by how they make you feel before you even open the door. A dominant sedan doesn't chase trends, it defines them. It carries the visual authority of a flagship, with proportions that are long, low, and confident. Whether it's the knife-edge precision of a Lexus or the sculpted calm of a Volvo, great sedans use design to signal depth. Car lovers see more than beauty here. They see craftsmanship, history, and intent. They see personality on wheels. Next is performance, but not in the old-school sense of just horsepower and acceleration. Today, performance is more nuanced. It's about how a car delivers power, how it responds to inputs, how predictable it feels under pressure, and how connected you feel while driving it. Car psychology studies have shown that driver engagement is one of the strongest emotional triggers for long-term satisfaction. In simple terms, if the car makes you smile every time you drive it, it's already won. Whether it's through a razor-sharp steering setup, an adaptive suspension that reads the road in real time, or the raw surge of electric torque, performance is no longer just numbers. It's a feeling. And that feeling matters more than ever. Technology is another defining layer. In 2026, tech is no longer just for convenience. It's the core of the experience. Dominant sedans are now rolling computers, yes, but the best ones don't overwhelm. They empower. That means intuitive interfaces, seamless integration with digital life, and AI systems that adapt to you, not the other way around. We're talking about voice commands that actually understand you, predictive navigation, real-time driving feedback, and even interior environments that respond to your mood. The psychology behind this is clear. Control breeds confidence, and confidence is key to emotional attachment. When the tech feels natural, the bond with the car becomes effortless. But power and tech mean nothing without comfort, a word that's too often misunderstood. Comfort isn't just about softness or quietness, it's about feeling taken care of. The best sedans of 2026 offer intelligent luxury. They don't over-design or over-decorate. Instead, they use space, texture, and sound to create a sense of calm and intention. Think ultra-low cabin noise, seat foam that adapts to body pressure, and climate systems that personalize airflow and temperature without constant input. These subtle things have a massive psychological impact. Drivers feel more relaxed, more in control, and more emotionally connected. That's how comfort becomes a silent force in dominance. Then comes efficiency. But not just fuel economy or electric range. True efficiency in 2026 means a car that respects your time, your habits, and your energy. That includes optimized charging systems, advanced driver assistance that reduces fatigue, and smart interfaces that reduce decision overload. The more the car adapts to your life, the more it becomes an extension of you. Not just a tool, but a companion. This is especially important to the modern car lover, who no longer sees driving as just motion, but as a moment of personal space in an increasingly crowded world. Let's not forget brand identity. The badge on the hood still matters. It carries legacy, engineering philosophy, and emotional weight. When a BMW, a Lexus, or a Mercedes Maybach releases a new flagship, it's more than a new car, it's a statement. These sedans come with heritage, and heritage taps into a powerful psychological driver, trust. People trust what they recognize, but more importantly, they trust brands that evolve without losing their soul. That's why legacy automakers still dominate conversations, because they've learned to innovate without abandoning who they are. Finally, and maybe most importantly, a dominant sedan must create an emotional signature. It needs to be the kind of car you remember driving 5 years later, the one that made you sit a little taller behind the wheel, the one that made people look twice at a stoplight. It's about the story the car tells, and the story it lets you live. Car lovers don't just want features, they want connection. They want their car to mirror their ambition, their taste, their values. They want a machine that moves them, literally and emotionally. And when a sedan does all of this, when it combines design, performance, tech, comfort, legacy, and emotional depth, it doesn't just compete, it dominates. That's what sets the top 10 apart. They don't try to be everything to everyone. They stay true to a vision. They're crafted for those who still believe that driving should be personal, powerful, and unforgettable. Now that the standards are set, only a few models truly rise to meet them. These are the sedans that don't just tick boxes. They command presence, spark emotion, and define what 2026 will mean for car enthusiasts. Each one brings a distinct vision of the future, shaped by power, precision, and personality. 1. BMW i7. This isn't just a car, it's a message. The i7 is BMW's electric flagship, and it delivers exactly what the badge promises. Dynamic performance blended with executive elegance. Powered by BMW's 5th-generation e-drive system, the i7 boasts over 500 horsepower and an estimated range of 300 to 330 miles. But it's not just the numbers, it's the feel. It glides like silk, with a driving experience so balanced it feels telepathic. The cabin offers rear-seat cinema screens, Swarovski crystal controls, and a sense of calm that feels almost meditative. For those who see driving as an art form, the i7 is a masterpiece. 2. Lexus LS 600 Hours. Quietly confident and built with unmatched craftsmanship, the LS 600 Hours continues Lexus's tradition of smooth, intelligent luxury. The hybrid powertrain combines a V6 engine with electric motors to deliver seamless acceleration and near-silent cruising. But what sets the LS apart is its philosophy. Inspired by Japanese hospitality or omotenashi, everything inside is made to serve the driver and passengers in subtle, intuitive ways. From climate zones that adjust to your body temperature to interiors wrapped in handcrafted wood and leather, the LS isn't loud, it's deeply refined. 3. Mercedes Maybach EQS Luxury goes electric with the Maybach EQS, a sedan designed for those who demand absolute serenity on the road. Built on the Mercedes EVA platform, the EQS blends cutting-edge EV performance with ultra-luxurious finishes, soft closed doors, rear massaging recliners, and materials that feel more boutique hotel than automobile. But it's more than indulgence, it's intelligence. The MBUX Hyperscreen uses AI to adapt to your habits, learning your preferences with each drive. It's the kind of car that doesn't shout wealth, it whispers legacy. 4. Volvo S90 Recharge. Volvo proves that safety and sustainability can be wrapped in sharp Scandinavian design. The S90 Recharge is a plug-in hybrid that delivers over 450 horsepower while offering a full electric mode for urban driving. The interior is minimal but purposeful. Clean lines, natural materials, and Google-integrated infotainment. It's a car designed for thinkers, those who value clarity, ethics, and peace of mind. Every part of the S90 feels intentional, right down to the Oriforce crystal gear shifter. Its calm confidence in sedan form. 5. Audi A8 e-tron. The next generation of Audi's flagship is fully electric and fully commanding. With quattro all-wheel drive and dual-motor torque delivery, the A8 e-tron promises both grace and grip. Inside, it's digital luxury, OLED displays, haptic feedback, and smart voice controls that actually understand context. But the real strength of the A8 lies in its execution. Audi has always delivered precise engineering wrapped in understated design, and this version elevates that tradition into the future. It's for drivers who want intelligence without showboating. 6. Genesis G90, a sedan that continues to surprise the world. Genesis has evolved from an underdog to a luxury leader, and the G90 is its boldest statement yet. The design language is regal, the twin-turbo V6 delivers powerful smoothness, and the ride quality is as plush as anything triple its price. But what really wins hearts is the emotional intelligence behind the G90. Intuitive features, soft closed doors, ambient mood lighting, and even a fragrance system in the climate control. This is new luxury, thoughtful, expressive, and unafraid to challenge the old guard. 7. Tesla Model S Plaid Plus 2026 Refresh. Tesla's flagship receives another leap forward in 2026. Already known for its absurd acceleration and minimalist interior, the refreshed Model S Plaid Plus promises improved range, smarter full self-driving capabilities, and updated battery architecture. While critics argue about its build quality, fans stay loyal for the performance and tech ecosystem. What keeps it dominant is its emotional pull. Freedom, speed, and constant evolution. It's not just a car, it's a symbol of what's next. 8. Lucid Air Sapphire, America's answer to European luxury. The Lucid Air Sapphire blends extreme performance with refined craftsmanship. With over 1,200 horsepower and a 0 to 60 under 2 seconds, it's not just fast, it's surgically fast. But Lucid doesn't forget comfort. The cabin is a futuristic lounge with sustainably sourced materials, expansive screens, and class-leading space. Lucid speaks to drivers who want Tesla-level innovation with Bentley-level finish. It's the thrill of speed, delivered with grace. 9. Cadillac Celestiq, ultra-exclusive and hand-built, the Celestiq redefines what American luxury can mean. With a six-figure price tag and limited production numbers,
This is a sedan for the 1% of the 1%.
but it's not just expensive, it's visionary. The design is bold, almost concept car-like, and the interior is tailored like fine art. GM's Ultium platform supports its electric powertrain, but the real story is how much personalization is allowed, down to stitching, trim, and layout. For those who want their car to be truly theirs, the Celestiq delivers identity on wheels. 10. Porsche Taycan. Executive. Porsche's Sport EV gets stretched into an executive sedan, combining its razor-sharp handling with rear-seat luxury. The Taycan Executive offers dual-motor precision, a beautifully simple interior, and the brand's unmatched driving DNA. It's the perfect choice for enthusiasts who refuse to give up performance, even in a family-friendly form. It's quiet, poised, and addictively responsive. It's a reminder that even in the electric era, the joy of driving isn't lost, it's amplified. These 10 sedans aren't just adapting to the future, they're shaping it. They represent different philosophies, but they all point to the same truth. Sedans are evolving with depth, elegance, and raw emotional pull. They're no longer just a practical choice, they're a personal one. And in 2026, the right sedan isn't just transportation, it's a reflection of who you are. These 10 sedans make something very clear.
This isn't the end of the sedan era. It's a transformation, a quiet revolution.
While the world rushes toward SUVs and crossovers, the sedan is evolving with purpose. It's refining its identity, becoming more selective, more intelligent, and more emotionally tuned to those who still care about the experience of driving. We're watching the rise of a new class, sedans that don't just serve transportation needs, they define character. Every one of the models we explored is built not just to perform, but to connect. To speak to the kind of driver who doesn't chase trends, but understands legacy, who values silence not as emptiness, but as focus, who sees a car not just as a tool,
But as a personal signature, this shift isn't accidental.
it's rooted in something deeper. According to behavioral psychologists, people form stronger emotional attachments to objects that give them a sense of control, identity, and self-expression.
That's exactly what these sedans offer.
In an increasingly automated, impersonal world, a finely crafted car brings you back to something tactile, something real. The sound of the door closing with a satisfying thud. The texture of the steering wheel in your hands. The moment the throttle responds exactly as you expect. No hesitation, no delay. It's not just function. It's feedback. A conversation between human and machine. This connection is powerful and rare. Most car buyers today don't look beyond features and price tags, but car lovers? They think deeper. They understand the feeling of a well-balanced chassis, the way an engine note can trigger emotion, the silence of an electric drivetrain that somehow speaks louder than any combustion roar. They get that a great car can shift your mood, sharpen your focus, or even change how you see the world outside your windshield. That's why the future of sedans matters. Because sedans still represent something that crossovers and trucks often don't: precision, intimacy, and style. They sit closer to the ground, hugging the road, tuned to communicate more clearly with the driver. They don't isolate you from the world. They put you in touch with it. For those who crave that, these cars aren't a choice, they're a statement. And now that statement is going electric, intelligent, and even more personal. Take a step back and look at the patterns. Legacy brands like BMW, Lexus, and Mercedes Maybach aren't simply reacting to market trends. They're designing cars that feel like an extension of thought, driven by engineering, yes, but also emotion, heritage, and future vision. Meanwhile, bold challengers like Lucid and Genesis are carving out space by doing something unexpected, blending innovation with soul. That combination is rare. And in this new landscape, it's incredibly powerful. Even more interesting is the way luxury is being redefined. It's no longer just about materials or power output. It's about how the car knows you, how it adapts to you, learns your habits, anticipates your needs. That kind of intelligent interaction isn't just futuristic, it's deeply human. When technology is used to enhance emotional connection, the car becomes more than a machine, it becomes part of your life. That's where the future is headed, toward experiences that feel tailored, not generic. Sedans will lead that movement, not by being loud or oversized, but by being intentional, by offering depth instead of distraction, by showing that elegance still matters, that craftsmanship still matters, that the connection between driver and road is worth preserving. So what does all this mean for drivers like you? It means you're standing at the edge of something remarkable. A new era where sedans aren't just fighting to survive, they're shaping the narrative. If you're someone who understands the language of engines, the beauty of balance, and the magic of driving alone at night with your favorite track playing through crystal clear speakers, then these cars are being built with you in mind. The brands that made this list know something the market sometimes forgets: the heart still matters. Driving isn't just about getting there, it's about how you feel while going. The hum of the tires on pavement, the weight of the wheel in your hands, the subtle shift of power as the car responds, not like a machine but like a partner. That's not nostalgia. That's reality, and the sedans of 2026 are proving it every step of the way. As we look ahead, one thing is certain: the cars coming aren't just more advanced, they're more aware, more focused, more in tune with the kinds of drivers who crave meaning behind the motion. So whether you dream of electric silence, hybrid mastery, or just the perfect balance between form and function, know this: the sedan hasn't vanished. It's evolving, and it's evolving for people like you. For those who still believe driving is more than transportation. For those who see their car not just as a possession, but as a reflection. For those who know that the road ahead is more exciting when the machine beneath you is built with heart. The future isn't coming, it's already here. And it's wearing 4 doors, a low stance, and a quiet confidence.